Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And welcome back to the Ajegunle Face Show. And I still have my brother here, Mr. Sammie Okposo. Is still there.
Yes.
Sammie, well, first of all, I need to apologize for our sweating. After all that dancing, we live in Africa.
Yes.
The sweat must come.
I know.
So we will just live with it. I'm sorry if you're watching from, from like UK or like the, Europe or the US and all that. It's what we deal with here. So live with it.
That's all right.
Sammie,
yes,
you're such a good, I've always wanted to ask you this. You're such a good-natured person. How did you get like this? Because, for example, every time I see you, I joke with you that you should send me your CV. That I want to help your life. That you should say, yes, you should send me CV. Let me help him. And then he has inculcated it so that every time he sees me, before I'm opening my mouth, he's saying, send me your CV.
Yes.
How you're such a good-natured fellow. Even though when we think about it, you are at least 28 years older than me.
Jesus Christ. Don't believe this guy, man.
But you're such a good-natured. How?
You know me, I've been trying to help you for years. You see, that's my problem. Teju is very proud. Every time, let me help you. There's more to life than this show.
You know what they pay me? Say now me start this thing.
Yes.
And you have added to it.
You said we should wait now when we get up set, so.
You have added to this matter.
That is it. But I'm so glad to be here.
I know. For years I've been trying to make this happen.
Man.
And finally here you are.
Yes. Live.
Amazing. Now I really don't know your story of the past. I know your story from when I met you, which I'm sure you don't remember when I met you.
Hey.
You just know we met, yeah?
Yes,
like
I can't say.
I can tell you where.
This.
Hey. Don't worry, me, I know.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
I can tell you where exactly. I can tell you.
Tell me.
While I was under servitude and professional slavery.
Yes.
Under Alibaba.
Oh my goodness.
The year was the year 2001.
Wow.
I had just come up in comedy then. 2001, we were just finished Night of 1,000 Laughs.
Yeah.
So as was in those days, this is how we used to serve. It's not like you go and they'll do sessions. You just go and meet the person early in the morning. Yes. They'll now start carrying you around. Everything they want to do that day, you follow them. So one of those days, Alibaba drove to Tafawa Balewa Crescent, Surulere, where he met with you in the evening. Afterward, you, Zubi and Nebeli,
wow,
and a few of you in one place where people will meet there.
Our place must be called Golden Mother. That's the name of that.
That's the name of that place.
Yes.
And people were gisting and all that. And me, I was just an apprentice. So bros then they gist. So I just kept quiet and I was just in a corner as you people were cracking jokes and all that. And the butt of your jokes that day was RMD. Big bros. You people were talking about how stingy Big Bros.
Oh my goodness.
Does it ring a bell now?
It's ringing a bell. So, loud one.
Before that time, I don't know your story.
Yes.
I know Ali's story. I served with him. Ali went to Ekuma.
Yes.
He wanted to be a comedian. He came to Lagos.
Yes.
He slept on the beach.
Yes.
And all that. I know RMD story. RMD do Uniben. He go London. He come back. He had. Before that day, before your breakthrough album, Sammie, I know nothing about you. So tell me about your journey up
before
until
Lagos.
Yes, before Lagos.
I will summarize it, right? Because that story can take like 12 episodes. So I will summarize it. I was born in Lagos.
As long as you can pay for the airtime.
No, it's okay. I'll summarize it.
You were born in Lagos?
Yes.
Really?
Born and bred here.
You were born and bred in Lagos?
Yes.
That's hard to believe.
I'm a Lagosian.
That's hard to believe.
Yes.
You look like a farmer. But continue. It's hard to believe, but continue.
That's okay. I was born here. So my father then used to work with Nigerian Ports Authority. And my mother was into petty trading and all of that. So my father now started working with Shell. So in those days, Shell they can transfer you anyhow. They can just wake you up tomorrow. So we're transferring you here. That's how I ended up in Port Harcourt first.
Okay.
On transfer. Then they brought us back to Lagos again. And then they said, okay, final destination, Warri. So, and this happened in a space of like probably between 2 and 5 years. So by the time, I was still very, very young. So I started my a kindergarten school in Warri. I went to Uwe Nursery School. And then from there
Sorry, is that a name or you're asking a
wait.
question? Who where with
I didn't say who where.
You say who where? Who where with him? Who where Nika?
Who where the nursery school. But it used to be Uwe, they now changed it to Ogbe. Okay. Ogbe Nursery School. And the primary school, you know those kind of schools that have nursery and primary all in one place. So I went there, and then I moved to Nana Primary School, and then to Hussey College. Hussey College, and finished from Hussey College. I went to Benin City. I did A-levels in Benin, ICE. Finished, and you know those days, I don't know, do they still do it now? When you're done with A-levels, you go straight to 200 level?
I have no idea. It wasn't my time. I was born.
That's okay.
Is you and Tadio Gideon?
Oh, God! Uncle T.
In your days, please ask that question again. In you people's days, you said when you finished teacher training,
Uncle T is not me. It's Teju. It's not
teacher
me.
Training college.
I didn't say teacher training. When you finish A-levels.
Okay.
And you go, you guys know what I'm saying now. When you're done, and you, come on.
They have no idea. They are millionaires.
They do.
We did SS3 and things.
Okay. Oh, you are the SS3 and GSS3
yes, SS3.
people.
I have no idea.
Sorry, we used to do class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5. And then you are done. It's either you are doing JAMB or you are going for lower 6 or upper 6. So those days, you know, your parents can say, okay, whilst you are waiting to do JAMB. So that's how I landed in lower 6 with my brother. It was like Arabic. Oh my goodness. From WAEC to lower 6, it's another country. Because the teachers were talking and I was like this, is this still education? So I had to deal with that for 2 years. But by the second year, I mean, I got the hang of it. And when I was done, landed back again in Delsu. Anybody went to Delsu here? Delta State University?
Delta State University.
Abraka. Hello, don't be doing your face like that. What's that?
No, I'm just afraid. Even the name of the area itself, Abraka. I'm just afraid. Alibaba
too went to Ekpoma, so...
I know, and I suffered, as I said, it was professional slavery. So, I mean... Yeah. So,
I learned that all this while, music has been it for me because I've been playing the piano from like 10. Okay. And, but thank God for these days. Those days, you guys know now, your father has like 5 children, and he will look at 5 of you and say, you, doctor, you, lawyer, you pilot, you engineer. No argument.
What did they choose for you before you went wayward?
He wanted me to be an accountant.
You?
Yes.
God, that didn't work out.
Oh my
goodness.
Can you
imagine being an accountant in the civil service?
Oh Lord Jesus.
Okay, so I get that. So then you did music.
And then and blah blah blah, and then music was it.
So what's your suffer story? Everybody has a suffer story.
Wait now, the suffer story is...
Because you seem like an Ajebota all of a
sudden. No, I'm not an Ajebota. Forget it. I have a story, a strong one. And the truth of the matter is, I got frustrated trying to become an accountant in 200 level. And I told my father, I said, I want to read music. He said, no problem. I said, oh, thank you, Dad. He said, but with your own money. I was excited for 1 minute, like, what happened? This man, he didn't even argue. Because I was close to the door, I was already running out, excited to go and tell my mom. He said, hey, you can read music, but with your own money, not my money. I said, okay. So at some point, I just told him, I said, well, I'm going to Lagos. He said, well, no problem. You're a big boy now.
Really? How many children did your father have?
Oh, I come from one of those polygamous families when my father had 2 wives.
Okay.
And all the children, and we were all in the same house.
Okay, so there were many of you.
We were not that many.
So I was just wondering why I could tell one of you to go. Say bye-bye to
Wait now. At that time, you see, parents of these days are very, very...
and
you know, when those days when they tell you, be going, you can't even go. You see, that going is, if you try it, you are dead, you know. So go, if you like, because there was no option. What are you going to do? These days, there's so many ways you hear people say, I've been taking care of myself from when I was 14, that didn't used to happen. it was one way. Daddy pays the school fees, so you must obey.
Okay, so how did you resolve that?
So I was, like you said, I became rebellious.
Okay.
That was risky though. And I left Delsu and I came to Lagos. And I was living with my uncle. That's how I landed in Ajegunle.
Oh, you stayed in Ajegunle?
Oh, yes.
Oh, great story. That sounds very nice. We will take a break. And when we come back, we will tell you the Ajegunle story. Really?
Yeah. Ajegunle.